An analytical review of the literature on the impact of technology on student learning and achievement. A slide cast prepared for partial credit in Education 6610 by Donna Rice Parsons. Student achievement is defined as the grade point average, the amount of work completed by students, or the results on quizzes, tests, or exams. This is a review of 10 studies from peer-reviewed educational technology journals and books from the IGI Global Series. Because all sources were selected from educational technology journals and books, all included an electronic medium. The analysis only included sources with the words student achievement, learning, or performance as part of the title. To be included as part of the analysis, the journal sources had to include research participants. This means that meta-analysis and book reviews were excluded. The studies selected ranged from 2001 to 2011. 8 of the studies were conducted in the United States, 1 in Turkey, and 1 in Taiwan. The technology included were podcasts, online courses, computers, mobile communication, laptops, and web-based instruction. Data sources included pre-tests, post-tests, quizzes, exams, standardized tests, surveys, interviews, and journals. The purpose of the review was to identify the findings of 10 studies on student achievement and if technology had impact on the learning and achievement of the students. A huge amount of money is being invested for the improvement of structural use of technology in our schools. Due to this investment in technology, it is important to see if its use is an acceptable form of instruction for student learning and achievement. Five themes emerged from the analysis. 1. The effectiveness of technology on student learning and achievement. 2. The quality versus the quantity of time spent with technology. 3. Student interest and motivation. 4. Teacher proficiency. And 5. Student-centered learning. The first theme is effectiveness of technology on student learning and achievement. The studies found there was no significant difference between the experimental groups using technology and the control groups. If using web-based instruction, using podcasts, having online courses, and using computers with curriculum-related software is just as effective an instructional tool as traditional face-to-face lecture classes. The second theme is the quality versus the quantity of technology use. The quality of technology versus the time spent on computers had an effect on achievement. There was a negative effect on achievement if students spent more than 3 hours on the computers, were not given direction, or were not monitored. However, if the technology and software used in education is related to the learning outcomes, then a positive impact on student learning and achievement was found. Another theme that emerged throughout the studies was student interest and motivation. Students were impressed by the quality and variety of learning material offered in the online course. This increased their interest in completing coursework and therefore achieving in the course. Students who received reminders felt that the instructors had an interest in them and their work. They were able to stay better organized and motivated. Students were interested with web-based instruction. Teachers saw an improvement in the motivations of students, causing them to complete assignments. The completion of the work allowed for achievement within the courses for the students. The fourth theme found in the review was teacher proficiency in technology. The studies found that the better the teacher proficiency in technology meant the more integration of a greater variety of technologies in class instruction. Teacher use of technology and professional development allowed for better alignment of the curriculum outcomes and the use of computers. Thus, achievement of the outcomes were reached. The final theme found in the analysis was student-centered learning. Technology allowed for more in-class demonstration, guided practice, and hands-on development of lesson activities and projects. Students had to work on their own to retrieve the information needed. It was found that students were more open to discussion in online courses. These discussions allowed students to help each other with difficulties they were having. Therefore, students were able to complete work more effectively and achieve in their course. The studies also found that students completed more work than was required of them because they had the use of laptops and software to help with their course. Technology can be an effective form of instruction if teachers are proficient in technology, if students are monitored, if software used is compatible to learning outcomes, if teachers and students show an interest in technology, and if students play an active role in their own learning. The study showed that there was no significant difference in student achievement with the groups using technology and those that did not. Therefore, technology is an acceptable form of instruction. The studies did have limitations. Some of the samples were convenience samples from a university course. Therefore, it would be difficult to determine if the outcomes would apply to the K-12 system. One study indicated that the time frame of the study was too short. One study questioned, was it the use of laptops or the use of software that affected the results? One researcher found that she did not place controls over the use of laptops. She deliberated if putting limits on their use would have changed the outcome. Other studies questioned whether teacher proficiency with technology would have made a difference to the results. Implications included that software developers need to introduce software that enhances and follows the outcomes of the curriculum. Second, school districts need to look at equal distribution of technology among schools. Third, school administrators and teachers need to monitor the use of technology. Fourth, teachers have to ensure that students become familiar and are comfortable using the technology. Finally, all stakeholders need to ensure that teacher proficiency in the use of technology is a priority. Professional development and support for teachers is a must. In conclusion, the review found that technology is an effective form of instruction. Student achievement can be gained by using technology, especially when students are monitored and familiar with the software and technology used. School districts need to ensure that teachers are given support and access to professional development in technology. They also have to ensure that equality of technology exists among the various schools.